Hello friends, welcome back to a new video on karate automation. In this video, I'll be showing how we can rerun a particular feature file when the test is failed. So in some cases, we might have to run the feature file one more time, right? Just to make sure that the test is again failed on some particular valid reason. Or if it is because of some network issue and all, in the next run, it might pass. So in some cases, you might want to rerun your feature file, right? If the test is failed. But I believe this rerun feature will be mostly used only in the case of UI automation. But the same logic will work for both. You can apply it for both if you want. This video I'm showing you the example with karate UI automation test because you can try with the karate API as well. It should work. So I have written a simple test. So that is launching the Amazon website in the Chrome browser and it will maximize the window. Okay. So if you guys have not watched any of the karate UI automation videos, no problem. So I'll just run it and show you how it is happening. So this video is useful for both the people who uses karate API or karate UI automation tool. So it's actually you open the Chrome browser and it will hit the Amazon URL and it will maximizes the window. Okay, so the test is passed. Now what is our aim? So the test should fail and we should rerun our feature file, right? So not to fail the test, I have to do something in our test, right? So what I will do, I will wait for some particular web element which is not available in the web page. So the test, of course, it should fail, right? This is the same example that I've used in the how to take screenshot on failures video in the karate UI automation series. So for those who have not watched or for those who are only watching the karate API videos, I'm just explaining it one more time. So what I will do, I will wait for a particular element which is not available in our web page and wait for I'm going to wait for any of the element which is having this particular ID ABC, so the test would be failed, right? So I'll just run it again and I'll show you the test. We will get a failed count as a 1. So it is actually waiting for the element which is not available in this web page, so the test should fail. So we got the failed count as 1. Now, so the test is failed now, right? Now we have to rerun the file. So what we can do, we can use the karate hooks concept, that is configure after scenario. So you can go through the karate hooks concept. So we have a configure after scenario. So whatever you have written in the configure after scenario block, that will be executed after running your scenario. For those who have already watched my how to take the screenshot in the karate UI automation series, you can skip this portion up to some extent. Okay, let's write configure after scenario and let me write a JS function and we have something called karate.info. The karate.info will store all the informations correspond to your test run result. So let's print out what this info will have. To print out something in your JS function, you can use the statement karate.log. The print statement, you cannot use print statement in this. So you can use karate.log statement. Okay. So what I'll do, let me just comment it. Let me just comment this particular line, and in this case the test is pass. The test will pass, and let's see the karate.log of info. So you can see this many fields in the karate.info. This is a karate.info message. You have these many fields that are error message, feature directory, scenario type, scenario description, scenario name, and feature file name. And we just want only this particular field. We are bothered about only this field, that is error message. You can see the error message is null here. Whenever the test passes, the error message would be null. Now what we'll do, we will make our test to fail, and now we will see the error message content. The test fails, and now you will be able to see there is some content in the error message field, right? So if the test passes, there won't be any content in the error message, it would be null. And if the test fail, we will be able to see some error message, the failure reason in the error message field, right? So based on this, we are going to rerun our feature file. So what we will do, we will put a if loop. So we need only the error message field, right? What we can do, we can just put info dot error message, and inside this you can call your feature file. So you can call the feature file using karate.call feature. Here I can give your feature file name. So this is rerun.feature. So this feature file would be executed again. And for those who don't know this, how this if loop works, actually I've explained in my that video that how to take the screenshot on failure and the karate UI automation series. Please go through that, or you can search it in Google how the if loop condition works in the JS function. So what we will do, if there is some content, if info dot error message, it will be having some content on the test failure, right? So this would be called, it will go inside this loop, and created dot call of rerun dot feature would be executed. That means rerun dot feature file will be called again. And now let's run it again. Actually, the test would be failed. Now what it will do, it will call the uh, test again. So it reloaded, right? I hope you have noticed. Or to identify what I will do, I will call some other website as well. Let's give some other URL. Now I will rerun this file. So what happens now, it will launch the Chrome browser, it will hit the Amazon URL, and it will maximize the window, and then it will load the Facebook URL. And now it's waiting for some dummy element which is having ID ABC. So the test would fail, and it will be called the feature file again. So the again Amazon URL will be called, and Facebook URL will be called. This is how you can rerun your feature file on the test failure. And whatever you want to do on the test failure, you can put it inside this if block, inside this if loop, okay, based on the info dot error message condition. And so this info dot error message, okay, so this is a karate dot info. As you see, it's a JSON block, right? So to get any field from there, you can just put a dot after that the field name. So that's how we have taken here now info dot error message. And not only the same feature file, whatever feature available in your project, you can call that feature if you want to run that feature on the test failure. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this video. If so, please do click the like button. Also please do subscribe to my channel, and we will see with another feature in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thank you.